From a creepy phone call made by someone who used to work at Area 51 to a scary encounter caught on camera, here are 5 scary videos based on Area 51. A mysterious phone call. The following audio comes from a radio show host who, while being on air, receives a mysterious call from someone who claims to be a former employee of Area 51. That being said, what you're about to hear is pretty chilling. Here's the audio of that call.
Line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not. You know.
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens, Art, they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
It's the government, or...
I don't know.
It has to be something, though.
Well, did you...
Now that's eerie. Some have speculated that the loss of transmission was caused by the so-called Men in Black, who are thought to kidnap and silence those who leak confidential government information. Now, this could all be a hoax, but there isn't any evidence to prove this as being fake, nor is there anything to prove this otherwise. That being said, this may or may not be real, but based on the hostess reaction and the frantic behavior of this caller, this may be authentic. As always, what are your thoughts? Could this all be a hoax? Or was this actually someone sharing confidential information trying to warn us of something that will soon happen? What do you think? A scary encounter. The following video features 2 motorcyclists who encounter a life-threatening situation outside of Area 51. Although being a frightening encounter, it's what happens to them afterwards that's way more scary. The video starts off with 2 motorcyclists who come across some guards in a vehicle. They then proceed to move along until reaching a post that stopped them from going any further. It was upon reaching this post that the following happened.
Yours are still off. Whoa. Whoa. Uh-oh, we got things happening. I know, I am. Yeah.
Put your hands up. I'm not going to tell you again. Right. Turn around. You got him? I'll pat him down. What you doing all the way out here?
We're just adventure travelers. We're just adventure travelers.
There's adventure travelers?
Yeah.
No. Listen, we're going to give you guys a chance, okay? Get on your bikes, out of here. We'll call Lincoln County, and we'll write you each a $750 ticket.
Okay.
We're out of here. Thank you.
All right.
Go ahead.
How scary. Had they said or done anything else, I'm pretty sure these guards would have shot them without having to hesitate. Luckily, they made it out alive. Or so people thought. This was the last video they posted, and ever since then, they've been completely absent from social media, which is very odd as they're usually active online. Because of how odd the situation is, someone reached out to them via Instagram and asked if they were okay, and, to their surprise, they responded by saying, FDC 6 months. According to the message, they're saying that they were held in a federal detention center for 6 months. However, some think that this might not be true and that something else actually happened, as they still haven't posted a thing on their accounts. Some have theorized that their social media has been taken over by government officials. So this might have been someone else who responded. The reason for this is unknown, but some believe that it may have to do with the last video they posted. Who knows? The whereabouts of these individuals is unknown, and to this day, it remains a mystery as to what actually happened to them. Area 51 Tunnel. This next video comes from Explore With Us, a channel based on exploring abandoned locations. Among all the videos on this channel, there's one in particular that's pretty spooky, and it takes place near Area 51. The video starts off with two explorers who are just a few feet away from a secret tunnel near Area 51. The tunnel seems to have been abandoned many years ago, as the things they find inside are pretty old. But finding old things isn't the highlight of this video, for they encounter something really chilling inside. Here's what they captured.
Yeah. That door just closed by itself, guys. Yep. That sucks. The battery dead. Let's get by this part.
Aside from paranormal activity, and considering the fact that this tunnel is at the same location as Area 51, it makes you wonder if there's any connection to the facility. Perhaps it was used by personnel of Area 51 to transport items from point A to point B. It's quite a mystery as to what this was for, but based on its location, it may have a literal connection to Area 51. If so, those attending the raid might want to use this as a means to get inside. In all seriousness, this has to be one of the most creepy places near Area 51. Alien Encounter. These next few clips come from an interview featuring Bob Lazar, a former employee of Area 51, who recounts the things he's seen while working there. Although most of what he's seen is pretty interesting, the things that he talks about in the following clips is really unsettling, as it makes you question everything you know about the US government and life in general. Here are those clips.
One or two autopsy photographs I saw dealt with just a small photograph, a bust shot essentially, just head, shoulders, and chest of an alien where the chest was cut open in T fashion and one single organ was removed. The organ itself in the other picture was cut and vivisectioned essentially, showing the different chambers in there. Allegedly what happened in '79, there was some sort of information exchange going on where there were actual live aliens at the facility, and a fight ensued. And the bottom line from the altercation was that the security personnel, I don't remember how many were involved, but were all killed, and they died of head wounds, and that's all. That one day when I was getting on Interstate 15, driving down Charleston Boulevard, a car came up alongside of me. There was a gunshot, and the back of the car was hit, and I skidded off into the median. What happened? It was an attempt on my life, but by who specifically, I don't know.
Watching something like this makes you feel unsettled, as you're not sure if you can trust anyone who works for the government. As for the things that Bob has seen, it makes you wonder if there's anything else that might be hiding. It's a scary thought, for it could be something potentially dangerous and really frightening. Who knows what else is inside? A terrifying encounter. This next video comes from a channel by the name of Licking Guy, which, as the channel's name suggests, is based on a guy who pretty much goes to famous locations and licks anything that's a part of that place. Although funny and quite novel, what this YouTuber encounters is no laughing matter, as he almost ends up getting killed. The video starts off with him heading over to what seems like a back entrance to Area 51. Upon arriving, he walks over to the back entrance and sees a warning sign prohibiting anyone from entering inside. Although he doesn't enter, he does something that's just as bad as breaking in. He licks the sign and then rips it off the gate. He then walks away with it. However, seconds later, the following happens. A gun goes off in the distance. It's unclear as to whether or not this was done to scare him off. Although it may seem funny, it was a dangerous stunt that could have ended badly. This could have resulted in him getting shot for stealing something that was definitely not worth the video. Whether funny or not, there's no doubting that this had to be one really scary encounter.